Captive Ukrainian fighter pilot Nadia Savchenko on Wednesday gave a message of defiance to a Russian court in a trial over the killing of 2 Russian journalists. She told the court Russian President Vladimir Putin would not be able to keep power, and the protests seen on Kiev's Maidan Square in 2013 and 2014 will be replicated in Russia.
You cannot put all the people here in the defendant's cage. Remember this. Ukraine's Euromaidan will happen in Russia. Putin will not be able to keep power at the cost of people's blood. This is against nature, it is against people, it is against God, and it is against everything right and just in the world. All I can do is to show with my own example that Russia, with its nationhood and totalitarian regime, can be whipped into submission if one is not afraid and if one is tough. And now, do you want my final statement? Here is my final statement for you.
Protesters have gathered outside the Russian embassy in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Dozens demanded the release of Ukrainian fighter pilot Nadia Savchenko, who's being held in a Russian jail. The protests follow a range of rallies and initiatives held in support of Savchenko in recent days. EU officials have expressed concern about her well-being. Last Thursday, the 34-year-old announced a hunger strike after being denied a final statement by a Russian judge. More than 4,300 people have signed an open letter calling on European leaders to help free her. We demand an end of this shameful, unjust trial over Nadezhda, that she will be released unconditionally, that she will be brought back to her homeland. And we're waiting for her to end her hunger strike because we need her alive. She's a symbol of our nation. She's a symbol of an unbroken Ukraine, a symbol of an independent Ukraine. And we need her very much alive. Savchenko, aged 34, was captured by Russian-backed separatist forces in eastern Ukraine in June 2014. She's accused of killing 2 Russian journalists. She denies any wrongdoing. The sooner the Russian issue is resolved, the sooner Nadezhda and other Ukrainian hostages, there are still many of them, will be released. Russian people who are tired of this yoke will be freed, and then a serious threat to the whole world will be eliminated. The UN, the United States and Great Britain urged Russia to release Savchenko, though Moscow says her detention is legal.